Alright. Welcome to Make It Last with Say Jaf and Kas. I'm your host, Harry Cassell.
Jafari Roberts. Say Jaf
Nope.
Why not?
Jafari's not with us today. He's visiting his family. It's a break in between the spring and summer semester, so he'll be back with us next week. But for now, you have Say and I.
I'm sorry.
We have some polls from last week. Our polls last week were the most popular since the conception of Make It Last. We'd like to thank you guys so much for voting on the polls, listening to the show, keeping up with us. Acquiring 94 votes between the two of them. Here they are.
All right, for the first poll was, Greg Popovich is eating a ham and cheese sandwich. Is he up 20 in a game or down 20? I said at half.
You said tip off.
Actually, you know what? He can have 4 sandwiches, beginning for tip-off, during the game, halftime, and afterwards when he's not answering the interviewer's questions. Okay.
The second question was, would you rather eat a ghost pepper and then fight Selena Gomez or fight a pregnant Serena Williams?
I'm hitting that baby.
Both votes ended 67-33. More of you would rather fight Selena Gomez, and Pop is up 20. Let's be real, though. Because, I watched Say Jaf eat a ghost pepper last week for the show.
Selena Gomez one. So wrong.
You don't want to eat a ghost pepper. If you ate a ghost pepper, you would just be on the floor crying, and Selena Gomez would step on you with her stilettos. So it wouldn't be much of a fight.
4 hours after
I want to say really quick. I'm sorry to cut you off.
It's okay.
Say Jaf cheated.
There were no stipulations in our
Say Jaf cheated.
No.
For those of you that listened to the ghost pepper episode last week, the biggest comment on it was he spoke surprisingly well for someone on a ghost pepper, and that's true because he took 2 bites of it and then drank a bunch of milk and swallowed
halfway
it.
Right. I chewed it maybe 4, 5 times if I'm giving it to myself.
What do you mean giving it to yourself?
I like myself, so I'm gonna give myself the shut up.
You're gonna lie.
Yeah. And then I felt the pain. I swallowed it with some milk, and then 4 hours later, after
you chased it with milk.
Yeah, same thing. And then 4 hours later, after it had digested, I was in the fetal position, crying and vomiting in my bathroom.
So like a normal Saturday night.
Yeah, a little bit. It was kind of sad.
The draft happened this week. We're going to talk about our favorite things from the draft. I don't really like to force draft talk because when you go on ESPN, you're going to see everyone talking, for the last 3 days I've been exclusively watching Washington State games, so I know all about this one tight end from watching. We're not doing that. And quite frankly, they're not doing that either. But with all that being said, here's an actual clip from Say and I at a bar in Miami right after the Dolphins' first overall pick.
What? Who is that? You guys in the Dolphin jerseys, do you know what that is? No? Yeah. NFL draft, okay.
That was a terrible bit. That was so bad. That was so bad.
Can we do it again?
No.
Okay. We're just going to continue.
One thing that I want to talk about, and this is the only serious thing I'm going to say, is a lot of people hate the Bears pick. For those of you that don't know, the Bears had the 3rd overall pick. They moved to the 2nd overall pick, and with that, they traded 2 second-rounders and 1 third-rounder to just move up that 1 overall position. They ended up drafting a quarterback, which is fine. I'm not going to smack talk the quarterback. I haven't seen that quarterback play. One thing I will say, why would you pay Glennon? Why would you pay a quarterback and then give up all of these pieces for another quarterback?
I'm almost positive they paid him that money so he could have that little clip of him screaming. So the Bears would get more recognition in the NFL. They were like, $50 million? That's okay. Just start screaming when we start picking the quarterback.
We're going to talk about our actual favorite things, which was my favorite thing from the whole draft was the Miami Marlins, the baseball team, played the Phillies, and there were no hotel rooms in all of Philadelphia, and they had to go to Delaware.
The city of Philadelphia told the Marlins, hey, don't move over a town or another city in the state. Go to a different state. We don't want you here. They went to Delaware. What?
Tony Richardson announced one of the Jets picks, and he spelt Jets incorrectly. Do we have the audio of this?
I definitely have the audio of this, because I hate the Jets.
2017 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Arcarius Stewart, receiver, Alabama.
Jets. Jets. To be fair, though, if he could spell, he'd be a Giants fan.
Oh, I hate the Jets. And in the Indianapolis Colts war room, their owner, Jim Irsay, was vaping. Vaping.
After being caught with drugs in a car while drunk driving, he's vaping.
Why?
And you know what? Roger Goodell isn't randomly drug testing him.
Why would you do that? It would honestly be like if Greg Hardy showed up with 30 guns.
30 guns.
Everyone would just be like, but why?
You can't have guns here, Greg Hardy.
You can't do this.
What are you doing? All right, we're going to talk about the NBA playoffs because unlike the draft, these players are playing right now.
I'll tell you one player that's not playing, CP No 3. You'll get that 3 when you make it to the third round. Let's just get that. No, Chris Paul, you're done. Go back to New Orleans because you have a better chance there. Unless you ruin another 2 big man duo like you did with DeAndre and Blake.
Jesus, that was very passionate for a point guard that you have no relation to.
He did nothing. Does nothing. Steve Nash is better.
Steve
Nash is better.
My favorite thing is that LeBron is just a beast. This is the best time to watch LeBron James. He just turns it up to a different gear in the playoffs. And he's just confirmed his dominance. And if you look at it from this perspective, the last time an Eastern Conference team defeated LeBron, Devin Booker was in the 8th grade. The iPhone 3GS had just come out, and Drake had not come out with an album yet.
Who's Drake?
Drake, the platinum recording artist, singer. I believe he dated J-Lo recently.
Jimmy from Degrassi?
Have not seen Degrassi.
Neither have I. I'm just assuming that was his name.
Is his name Jimmy?
Probably. Put it on the poll.
I'm not putting that on the poll.
Yeah, that's too much work.
I didn't...
Just don't end up in a wheelchair. That's all I gotta say.
Oh my god. Plaxico burst. One thing from the playoffs, I didn't know how much I liked watching the Rockets. I know that everyone on ESPN had been hyping this pace and space and saying it may or may not work in the playoffs, but it is exciting. And first of all, before I say anything else, how do you guys pronounce Nene? There's a player, he was on the Washington Wizards, currently on the Rockets. It's Nene. The second E has a little a tilde or an apostrophe, whatever it's called. And I always thought it was Nene. Everyone says Nene. Everyone on ESPN, TNT, they all say Nene. So we're going to put that on the poll. How do you pronounce Nene?
Do you know why they're mispronouncing it?
What's that?
It's because the 100 Riders are gone.
Ooh. Oh my god.
Yeah? No? Okay. Did you know that Josh Smith wasn't on the Rockets?
I did. I thought Josh Smith was in Wu-Tang Clan. I'm going to be real. Put it on the poll. I swear to God. Google a picture of Josh Smith. Google a picture of Josh Smith. Is Josh Smith in the... We Googled it. Currently, he's playing for like a Shanghai Chinese team. That's a front. He is learning the Shaolin shadow boxing technique.
All 5 people are going to get that.
No one's going to get that joke.
Google it.
Google it.
Google it.
Furthermore, John Wall is averaging 28.1 points and 11.1 assists through the playoffs. He's responsible for 51% of the Wizards' overall points.
Is that higher than LeBron?
It is higher than LeBron. It's higher than every player in the playoffs except Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, it's because Russell Westbrook accounted for 200%. Like I'm pretty sure he scored for the other team at one point too. Like, come on. And the Pacers need to start rebuilding.
It got so sad that Larry left.
He just he flew away.
Larry Bird,
he flew away.
The GM of the Pacers looked at the team play and said, "I don't want to be a part of this anymore."
I'm out.
Just dipped.
Pacers, you guys should have done that when LeBron was still on the Heat. Like the last championship you guys have is Reggie Miller's 3-point championship, and Ray Allen took that when he was on the Heat.
Oh my god!
Like, at least the Knicks still suck, so you have some type of a rivalry you can win. But like, come on, this should have happened years ago.
Speaking of teams that are no longer in the playoffs, the Chicago Bulls got eliminated, and they just started playing so much worse when Rajon Rondo went out with an injury. So who knew that Rondo was the savior of this Bulls team? You have Dwayne Wade, you have Jimmy Butler, you have a lot of young pieces.
Rondo?
How is it Rondo?
Rondo?
The player that couldn't make it on the Kings?
The player that the Kings literally wanted to give away for, like, they would have paid you to take him.
I think they did.
Why? Listen, instead of being friends with Michael Carter-Williams, be friends with Wade and Butler. Because you know what? They can maybe help you win another playoff series. Maybe.
No, Rondo will never be friends with Dwayne Wade. Confirmed.
What about Gabby U?
Oh, never.
Never. The next thing we would like to talk about is Courtney versus LeBron versus Kobe. And if you don't know about this...
Kourtney Kardashian put up, I believe, an Instagram post, and in the comments, someone said LeBron is GOAT. Put a bunch of goat emojis.
He's not wrong.
And then someone else added that guy and said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Kobe is GOAT. Put a bunch of goat emojis. Put more goat emojis in the first person.
This thread went on.
This thread went on for hours until finally Kourtney Kardashian got involved and was like, "Hey, do you guys want to take this somewhere else? Because you kind of like messing up my my photo presence here. You know, it's supposed to be about me. This is my Instagram, and you guys are talking about basketball." And to that they said, "You are not GOAT," and continued to argue about Kobe versus LeBron.
They basically told her on her own Twitter, "Leave because Kobe and LeBron are better."
Delete your account. Sell it to Kobe and LeBron. Finally, to end the show, baseball is finally exciting.
It is?
For at least this week.
For this past week, yes, definitely. Not ever.
The Phillies hit back-to-back-to-back home runs.
And that not only happened in that Phillies game, but it happened in, I think, one or two other games where people hit back-to-back-to-back home runs.
They did, including the Nationals winning 23-5.
Baseball needs to be like this every day, all the time. 23-5. See, this is why people are watching. Because you guys are scoring runs. And not standing around. Doing nothing. Like, some people, like, I don't even know it. Baseball sucks.
And finally, the Pirates spanked the Marlins at a game that Sayaf and I were at.
We got there at the bottom of the second. We were down 8-0 already. We thought we were at a Miami Dolphins game where they gave up 2 field goals and a safety. And, like, the first quarter, like, the first 3 possessions just ended. Like, what? The game was so boring. A Pirates pitcher in his own... What's it called?
Bullpen.
Bullpen. His own bullpen was talking to fans of the Miami Marlins.
No, let's be real. There are no Miami Marlins fans.
Yeah, they aren't. Not anymore. We were the last 2. We went to our first game ever. Now we're not.
It was not my first game.
My first game ever. I don't care. New stadium. It was beautiful.
If you like the show, thanks Jeb Bush. Keep it up, please. If you like
Jeb!
If you like the show, subscribe to our YouTube page. Follow us on Twitter at Say Jaf Cast. Keep up with the show. Vote on those polls, and don't forget who loves you.
Who loves them?
Jafari.